Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you, this is like my everyday makeup but more enhanced because I'm going to see my bestie. So recently my makeup has shifted a little less towards Douyin and more towards Western, i.e. like 90's, early 2000s inspired makeup looks, and where it's just very simple and lined lips and no longer it gives out. It's like weird, but today since I'm feeling really extra, I think we might add a little more extra things in the eye. So let's start with a base, which I do not do because I don't have time or effort to do that in the morning. So my base is just basically just my skin. But today I am going to be a little extra, you know, for everyone here, and do concealer. Hopefully it'll be all right because I haven't done concealer in a hot minute. Recently I started adding primer to my routine and it has been life-changing. Not life-changing, but it's just, I'm using this NYX super glue, whatever the fuck, face glue on my cheeks and T-zone area. I've just been using this primer so that my blush stays on longer. I always now have a fan at hand so that everything just dries down quicker. And then after that, we are going to follow it up with the concealer now. I usually put the concealer at the back of my hand and I work very small layers and amounts. I think even this little drop here is too much. And I just work in small layers like that and not directly into the under eye, if that makes sense. So I have no idea how this is gonna match or if it's gonna peel or not. And see, I have this much, like, that's why I go very little. To me, this is covered enough. This Revolution powder, and me, I'm not really like a powdering person, so I am still using this. I bought this like what, like 2 years ago, and I'm still using it, and I still have that much. And I'm using a translucent powder, of course, to just set this under eye in place. And that just helps with, ooh, she looks a bit too bright, girl. And that just helps with the concealer not moving, hopefully. Usually this Revolution powder has always been good to me in terms of like not making things move or crease. And I have been really enjoying that with this. Okay, and then I go in with a layer, of course, of setting spray. Like setting mist, to just really lock in that powder. Look at how seamless. A holy grail blush. It has truly changed the game for me. It's that bronzer basically, because I don't feel like I need to bronze with this blush at all. Although I'm very light-handed and very I have a lot of purpose wherever I place this blush. I kind of like to do a triangle here, kind of like adds an extra oomph to how my face kind of looks from the front, and I really focus on that. And I tend to go kind of low on my cheekbones just to give me like a more, I guess, mature look, because I feel like I've been doing very youthful makeup for a while, so I kind of like want to contrast what I've been doing my everyday looks. But today I'm over blushing because I have this new technique where I just overpaint with, and you will see soon. Very bronzed and sun-kissed. Comes the fun part. I use a MAC Studio Fix Pressed Powder Foundation. And I use a very fluffy brush and then just go over basically where I put the blush. It just makes this perfect blush, sun-kissed. You don't even know what it is anymore, but it looks amazing. And I like to go in to my forehead with this as well. I just look sun-kissed. I look like I'm fresh out of summer, which that is amazing. And now I'm gonna go over, like, this is a small detail that I wouldn't usually do in my everyday life, but since my under eyes are so bright, I'm gonna go in with a puff, and I'm gonna use this to specifically direct it on my under eye so that it's less bright. I would go out with this. Literally, I would forget my lashes and literally just go out like this. This is pre-reformulation powder foundation. I'm going to miss this formula, and I don't know where else I could get this formula. I am so sad that they literally reformulated it the moment I decided to buy it. So I'm going to see if I still have this in my local MAC in like the original with the talk. Girl, I am so sad. Again, we're gonna go in with a layer of setting spray. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. This is like basically my makeup twerk minus the concealer, so it takes less time than I am doing today, especially that now I'm also yapping as well, talking to y'all about how like I do stuff. Usually I just shut my mouth and do my makeup. Clio Kill Lash mascara. I'm using this one today because I feel quirky. My go-to mascara was and still is the Judy Doll. I'm ready to go right now. But if I'm feeling extra, I'm gonna add the lashes, of course. I'm gonna add the lips and the nose contour, which I'm going to do today. Using for my contour still, even though I got the Judy Doll one, is this. In terms of the contour shade for my skin tone, this is the perfect contour shade for me. Now, I discovered this technique through TikTok, of course. The bottom, we are going to darken it up and kind of make a U shape on your nose. And you kind of want to drag the contour on your nostril a bit. And this is where you need to be light-handed and really build it up. You are going to draw a straight line from here, from the top of the U to the bottom there. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. And truly, this, you build it up slowly, okay? You don't want this to be a harsh line. See, even right now for me, this is like already harsh enough, and I barely touched it. We're gonna, of course, do the button nose and add a small line, and see how it gives me an instant shaping, okay? I kind of want to build like a little triangle here, you know? Okay, now I'm gonna blend out, and then now we're gonna do the upper brow contour. Over here, I've always done this. You need to adjust this contour style to your nose, okay? Now, I don't really like the brightening powder here, like the matte highlight, because it is a little too cool tone for my skin. So I like to use the one that's in the Judy Doll contour palette. And this one is actually really nice. Salmon quality to it. It's very on the warmer side, which is a lot better than the cool tone. And then I basically just use this to brighten up areas where I want it to be basically highlighted. So I go here and then I go straight, like basically to kind of cut the contour, not gonna lie, yeah. And see how it gives, yeah, you see. You see, girl. And then I like to drag this brightening to here a little, but very light-handed, okay? Because this could quickly look insane. At the edge here, a little bit. Again, very light-handed, just because it's really hard to control the portions. So that's why I'm saying like light-handed, because I'm heavy-handed. But yeah, look at this. On the bridge of the nose, this is nose bridge. And now the tip of the nose over here. And now I'm just gonna do some finishing touches basically to the contour. Yeah, see how this nose contour is slay? And now I'm gonna use my favorite highlight stick to highlight the... What else would I do with a highlight stick? My usual highlight points that I like to highlight, and of course the nose tip. Hello, look at that, cute. And yeah, basically this is what I do for my nose contour now, and I'm really happy that I found a good nose contour technique, and hopefully all my Filipinos out there can relate to this. So there has been this trick, okay, of using powder so that your lip liner lasts like longer. So now I'm gonna powder my lips, going in with the MAC liner in the shade I could do little bumps here. And now basically I usually blend it out with my finger. Blend it inwards like that. Ooh, and notice how it just changed the whole vibe of the look. And now boom, we are straight into the 90s. And now we seal it with, again, gonna go for another layer. Powder, melt it. As you can see, it's very dewy. I wish I had a mattifying setting spray. If y'all have any recommendations for mattifying setting spray, please leave it down below, because I am tend to get very oily in the T-zone. So it would be really nice for me to have a very mattifying, basically, setting spray so that it gets like matte. I'm gonna go in with MAC Modesty, my favorite nude of all time. Actually, if you have olive tone, warm tone, same tone, skin tone as me, this is basically your shade, girl. And you add it at the center. Look how it just shifted my whole appearance. To give us a little warmer tint, because it is a little cool tone. But I think I'm gonna add lashes to this look today. Yeah, this is it. Oh my god, I look amazing. Hello. Yeah, this is it. Come on, you guys. Goodbye. Thanks for getting ready with me.